Alright. Okay, everything's looking good. We are back online. Today we're going to be running around doing some side questing, tying up a few loose ends like the shard quests in the Hinterlands, a few other things like that. Probably won't be the typical length that I do for live streaming. About 2-3 hours, probably about an hour today.
Not so standard.
So let's get started. Last night we picked up
By the time it's across the
our new base, skyhold, and right now I'm just going to be walking around figuring out
Never said it'd
what
be easy.
quests remain
Win, so it won't come.
and what new ones I can actually pick up.
Committed bachelor, I hear. Shame.
Okay, so let's... Not sure... Got the main... okay, so we have skyhold prisoner to judge. Few little side quest things to pick up. Like, oh yes, we have to talk to that special visitor from Varric. Okay, excellent. Yes. Get started with the judgment of the prisoner.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
Well, we are ready to judge, so let's get
You
to it.
recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter. Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination, on your own knife, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former Magister as you see fit.
I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve, under guard, as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution? Very well.
They've certainly spared no expense. we do in a place like this?
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How's this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
You've got it all up and running?
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Damn. Wait on that, I might do increased duration though. Never mind. Got any profit floral yet? Seconds, it's not a bad upgrade. Pitch grenade. We just got this, I believe, last night. Team and Fire. That one was pretty good if I remember too. Three marches. We don't have the Dalish bed though. That's actually probably the banner I should have. That one might be kind of messy. That one's gotta look insane. Try that one. Flip up the dragon. Oh, that one might be cool too. Position. I think the one it is now looks just like a generic Inquisition. Weapon, I believe, yeah. See if I can make something better than what I'm packing. I don't have any obsidian, sadly. Armor pen or 6 attack. Dagger's not too bad either. I think I might try that one out. Stunning deadly longbow. Okay, let's see. See if it's better. Yeah, definitely better. Like I can mod it too. Or not, apparently. Oops, I missed a quest in there. Run back in real quick, grab that before we head out of here. Oh wow. Bow of the Dragon. I wish I had seen that before. Barrier damage bonus. Yeah, I don't know why that's better, but You'd think it would be better. Guess not. Shouldn't have wasted anything.
A nice, simple blade. Can't go wrong.
Okay, so head over here, talk to the secret guest from Varric. Won't spoil it. I think that's to war room. Yeah, this is to the war room here. I believe. Alright, hold off on that. Get to the battlements. Ew. It's a bad time right there.
Law has asserted itself.
We'll see.
He had breath for an hour, but then he
Help
stopped.
with these. No one else, whatever they are. Someone has to step up.
We'll see.
Why are you ashamed, Wilbur? Okay, he's gotta be up here somewhere. I don't think that's... Yeah, that's... Yeah, we're on the right way. Okay, good. We are on the right path. Quick peek up here real fast. This might even be the way I need to go, actually. Alright. Did I pass him? Yes, I did. Right.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though,
I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You heard about Haven?
I have.
That's why we're here now. And why I have battlements instead of balconies.
May they serve you well.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible. But we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
If Corypheus has corrupted the Wardens, it may be too late to save them.
I understand. I'll do whatever's necessary to stop him. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Alright. Do a little investigating here.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall. But everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Varric said you were the champion of Kirkwall. I've only heard a little about what happened there.
What happened at Kirkwall was the same thing that happened everywhere. Fearful of blood magic and abominations, the Templars brutally suppressed the Circle. And in their desperation to survive, the mages of the Circle turned to blood magic, or became abominations. Finally, a rebel mage named Anders destroyed Kirkwall's Chantry, and everything came tumbling down.
I heard that Anders was your friend. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright. Alright, excellent. So now... yeah, let's go speak with Josephine, and we can convene the war room.
Majestic. How was a place like this ever lost?
Hey, nice. Alright.
Fertile ground.
Ah, Inquisitor, you have finally come into your own. The Maker has put you on a difficult path. I pray you walk it safely.
I remember our talk out there, before we found Skyhold. It wasn't just the Maker who put me on this path, was it?
The Inquisitor could never have been Cassandra, or Leliana, or me for that matter. We are too political, too tied to the Chantry and all its failings. But I did not make you stand against Corypheus. I did not make you risk death to save the people of Haven. Only you could be the Inquisitor. I only pray the power of the Inquisition is enough.
I'll do my best to earn this.
You earned this in Haven. The Maker has chosen you to deliver us from Corypheus. You have the faith and support of everyone here. Never forget that. Now, was there anything else?
Can you tell me anything about Corypheus?
I know nothing of the man personally, but the Chant of Light speaks of what he claims to be. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods."
That was one of the old gods speaking in their dreams.
Yes, Dumat as I understand it. In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way.
That sounds like what happened with the breach.
Very similar, Inquisitor. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth.
Corypheus said he found only chaos and corruption.
The Chant of Light says that it was beautiful until the Maker himself spoke. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world.
Again, that sounds different.
Corypheus seemed so certain that he heard nothing. He described it as dead whispers.
Bitterness, perhaps? He paid a high price for his crime. Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime.
Walking bodily in the realm of dreams is exactly what Corypheus said he did. But the mark, could it be related to the mark I bear?
I cannot say. Perhaps Andraste saw clearly and we misinterpreted her words. It was always taught that the mark they bore was the shape of Darkspawn. Bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. That is all I know of your adversary, Inquisitor.
Some of the Chant of Light describes what we've seen and what Corypheus said, but not all of it.
The Chant of Light is the work of mankind. We of all people must accept that mankind is fallible. Listeners may have misheard one of Andraste's songs. Just one word sung incorrectly could change everything. And how many verses were stricken or changed for foolish political reasons, like the Canticle of Chartan. Still, I would trust these words over any spoken by Corypheus. I hope they help you.
It's interesting. Like, Corypheus says that he heard only dead whispers. What the hell does that mean?
Inquisitor, Elan Vemal. Honored to represent the College of Herbalists and offer my services as apothecary. I intend to carry on the work of my esteemed colleague, Adan. He thought highly of you. You will be missed.
He didn't seem all that friendly toward me.
A sign of his respect. Smiles are saved for fools, so they leave quickly. All the mundane needs of Skyhold will be well tended. If you note anything special, let me know. I'm here to serve the cause we must.
All right. Okay, just need to find the... Ouch. Yeah, had to check, make sure my mic was on. Okay, so we're looking for the war room here. And I know where it is, I'm just kind of looking, making sure. Ah, the garden, yes. Stuff like this I just don't want to miss. We don't have any... Probably don't have any. People keep falling off the ramparts.
Complete. Well, how about that? Your worship.
Gutsy.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhold. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
Where did you learn your skills?
Zamar. Carved a few statues in my day. But before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Tevinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars?
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Oh, no.
Distracted. That's
That was
all.
the love.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters, a dark spawn.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
Clearly the Imperium has no idea.
The Imperium is a land of lies built upon secrets, built upon falsehoods. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You're not equal partners. Mages are useful.
You
Pretty
rebelled
much.
for good reason.
I'm pleased to hear you say that, Inquisitor. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. but I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
You're not still the Grand Enchanter, then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
Carry on.
I'll leave you to it.
Carry on, though. Alisma. I remember this.
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You're taking over the duties of Minave.
Yes. A death provided the vacancy. I am told there are many who will miss her. My skills will ensure that you do not miss her ability.
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You were made tranquil.
Yes,
Can't even tell.
and tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on a partial improvement to Skyhold.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
All right. Oh yeah, I had a bunch of animal parts to turn in there. I totally forgot about that. Note found in Skyhold Rookery. Find time to close a border. News is dire. Alright.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Inquisitor, I was not expecting a visit. You had little interest in speaking to me privately before. But as dear Josephine says, it's never too late to make a friend.
I did forget to talk to her before. Where was she even at?
I hope I'm not disrupting anything.
The commander was just delivering the names of those we lost at Haven. You must blame me for this.
It was your fault.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
That's right. Psh. You tell her, Inquisitor. Actually, Liliana. On the condition of your charges, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. All of her animals, apparently. Alright. See if I can make it to the couch. Not quite. Sounded pretty unhappy about that. Okay. Off to the wrong way. Off to the war room, maybe. I forgot where it was. Yeah, there we go.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death. The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Don't worry, Josephine. We'll protect the Empress, no matter what.
I pray you're right. If your vision of the future comes to pass, the death of the Empress heralds the destruction of everything. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Well, alright. The Ash is completed. And now Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, which we are about halfway into. Okay, I'm going to pull the camera so it doesn't get some of the dialogue screens here. And looks like we have a couple to turn in as well.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Are you all right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
A magister in contact in Corinus by the name of Myverus Talani. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Myvari could be beneficial.
Let's see what we have.
Alright, and then investigate Hunter Fell. Salted Plains or Emerald Graves, I guess I could open up one. Alright. Alright, so we opened up Emerald Graves, it looks like. No, probably not yet. Yeah, perfect.
To work?
Too young to do that one so far. And we're already out of power. Also, it looks like we have a perk to use as well. Nice. We haven't captured a keep yet, so I don't think I can get that. So we've cleared that side, or well, at least looked at it.
Let us begin.
Cool. And everybody else. And then we have more, like, quests for the fraud Hardened Hightown book that Varric's pissed off about. That one ought to be pretty fun. We'll wait before we do that one. Probably should go get that quest done too. Oops. Not quite ready for Falmire. The Storm Coast there? Emerald Cliffs. There we go. Travel to location. Okay, there you go, sir. Alright. Vivian, Solas. Right, confirmed. What the Storm Coast looks like. One more. Where is it? I can't find it. Is it up there? Yeah. Too obvious. Alright. That shouldn't hurt.
Been a long time since I was at sea.
Might be loud enough to be catching on my mic, but I guess not. probably like shard quests. Yeah. A lot of gathering quests. The coon. The coon? Maybe it's the coon. He also saw signs of misery. The poor are sick. You can do it. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna come this way. Okay, we can't do it. I have to come up from the top. Wanted to see what would happen if I took the horse in the water. And now we know. Pain would happen. Apparently. This new bow is working pretty damn well, I gotta say. Come on, guys, don't make me run all the way through here. He's trying to run me back to his party. What a bastard. literally had to chase him all the way back out here. What the hell is this guy doing too? That was a ghoul? Okay, back to the spider cave. Oh. You bastard! I don't need your potions. Aha. Not much going on in here yet. That didn't sound too good. So there's a shard there. I think they are on top. Solus's Frostmark. Yeah, come on. It's the only problem with archery. Sometimes you get stuck in a bad spot and your camera angle goes really bad. Black Lotus, wow, I feel so happy about finding that. It's like World of Warcraft.
Experience, Solus. You don't carry yourself like a soldier.
You should have seen me when I was younger. Hot-blooded and cocky, always ready to fight.
Ah, youth.
It is a delicate balance for those who fight. If they lack sufficient passion, they never become truly skilled, and die or leave the life.
But too much passion and they end up dead. Or monsters better off dead.
Yes. It is a rare soldier who can fight without letting it define him. Some sort of underground thing again. I did already clear this. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. Not that way. This way.
Freight code. And a ton of herbs. Dragon over there. I don't think I can take that dragon yet. What is going on over there with that dragon? Fighting him. Giant. He's gonna come kill me. Run away! It's like fighting multiple people. What are you staring at? That dragon does. I want to see him fight the giant. What part of hold position do you not understand there, buddy? Blackwall slightly approves of what? I didn't mean it. Oh, he flew off. Should have stayed away. Hisarian camp, huh? Interesting. Alright, looks like we've hit the end of the time for the live stream I have for this afternoon. I will be back on this evening. We'll probably push a few more quests, maybe finish up a few of the advanced areas we've opened up today. Probably stay in Storm Coast for a little bit longer though, because I think we're pretty low level. But we'll gather that power, keep pushing the storyline, and get farther in, and hopefully beat this at some point before playthrough number 30 plus occurs. Alright, cool everybody. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the live stream, hit a thumbs up for us, and if you're a new viewer, please consider subscribing. Take care everybody. Good gaming.